like, okay, like, you know, Harper's unders heavily favored, so that's what you could go with. But if you're able to win 56% of your picks, which I'm not saying is easy because obviously they're setting these lines, they're trying to set these lines to be roughly, 50-50. And if you think about a sports book, most books offer a minus 110 juice. But if you can win your over-unders, like Harper over-under 1.5 bases, if you can win your over-unders 56% of the time, only losing 44% of your plays, your ROI playing six-mans would be 20.7%. Now, for two-mans, your ROI, if you win 56% of your picks, would be negative 6%. So it really does matter on these books, what type of slips you go with. Oi. But let's see what we can do, boys. So, owner's box, again, there's a lot of value. I mean, yeah, I'm just not going to be able to run a slip right now. Having issues with getting more money into it. I'm going to need to link a new bank account. But you could literally just take like the top 6 picks or something. Again, the Harper play is really fucking good. Bryce Harper, under 1.5 bases. You could also get that on Underdog Fantasy. But anyways, let's see what else there is. I'm trying to move somewhat fast before these games start. So let me put in FanDuel, and let's go here, and let's see if there's any baseball value. Oh, shit! And there is, bro. Dobbins touchdown. We already got that on the previous stream. I'll do some flip as well, but this play looks really good. The market is a little bit divided, so check out this game. Very random college football game. You can see Pinnacle, very sharp book. They just dove towards the under. Maybe it's like, I don't know, a sharp better. A syndicate has started to hammer the under, moving the market. You don't always really know, why is the market moving, but anyways, so this is under 46.5 in this random college football game. You guys like when I give out FanDuel picks? It's arbitrage to no vig, right? So this is a crossed market. +1, you can't have the plus number be bigger than the minus number because, again, if you use both of these books, it's a very small arb, right? But you could literally bet the over on no vig, hedge, bet the under on FanDuel, and make a guaranteed profit. So, long story short, if you could bet both of them and make a guaranteed profit, one of these two bets has to be profitable. So you could get this on Onyx odds, you could get this on, FanDuel, whatever. And then if you look at Pinnacle, a really sharp book, they've ripped the under to being a minus 140 favorite, $500 betting limit. So, it's not the biggest college football game. But let's see, verify my location. But I'm going to get this locked in. So under 46.5 in Northwestern State Prairie View. And they're going to give me a max bet size of 198. For these, for the more niche college football games, they give you lower betting limits. So, 198. This is the play on FanDuel. Northwestern State versus Prairie View. And again, you could get that on some... Oh, shit. What the fuck, dude? Oh, my. Oh, my. Yo. Yo. So. Damn it, dude. Fuck. Okay. Yo, so FanDuel has Stephen Austin at minus 315. So I just hit this for $302. This game starts in an hour. So basically what I can do is I can just arb it, right? Which is what I am going to do. I'm going to round my bet size, though, on Fliff. So if I go here, I'm just going to put $90 on this. Fliff FanDuel. Again, I don't know what is going on in this game, but the market is so out of sync. You could even get a better arb on Onyx odds. They just they adjust lines so quickly. But obviously it would be juicier if you ran this plus 380 on Underdog. But again, arbitrage is a really simple strategy. Just when two books have such different prices, odds, that you can bet equal and opposite outcomes. In this case, Cal Poly on one book, Stephen Austin on another book. But you can see DraftKings just adjusted lower. So I'm not really sure what's going on in this game. It looks like FanDuel just ripped Cal Poly from being minus 380 to minus 315. If you pull up a line movement chart, I have no idea why they did that, but they did do that. Oi. But let's build some more plays. So let's go here. Let's look at Fliff, dude. So I'm going to put in Fliff real quick. Let's see if there's any baseball bets or something. Dude. I already bet this. Yo. What do we think about Bears money line against the Cowboys? What do we think about Bears money line versus the Cowboys? Yo, you guys like the Bears? Plus 110. And again, if both bets in your parlay are plus EV, then your parlay is going to be plus EV. So here you have Fliff crossed with Profit X, right? So this is, you know, the crossed market betting strategy, whatever you want to call it. So this is Steelers Patriots. Why are you showing me Steelers Vikings? Yo, so this is the proper game. I apologize. Cameron Hayward over 2.5 tackles plus assists. Come here. So, dude, there's actually there's a shocking amount of good value. Yo, when is the Notre Dame Bears 100%? Not passing the smell test for me. Why is it not passing the smell test for you, Morning Rice? Bears for sure. We got a lot of Cowboys haters in the chat. That's what I like to see. Yo, let me make myself bigger. Can you share it? What do you mean share it? Damn, dude. So you can see Fliff just adjusted one of these lines to minus 175. Again, Fliff, you can bet with like Fliff. This is called Fliff coins. It's just like fake fucking money. How are the Nationals underdogs? They were just up 3-0. Damn, now it's 3-3. But anyways, right, one of these two bets has to be profitable. Fliff, I've had a ton of success just finding crossed markets on defensive props. Prize Picks usually, they'll start to post all of their defensive prop lines. Usually there's some pretty good plays, but we'll have to see, you know, tomorrow morning, I guess. Why isn't this working? Notre Dame game is back on. Bears aren't going to go 0-17. They're bound to win a couple. Yo, so the Notre Dame game's back on. We have a pretty big play on Fliff for that game. Oh my gosh. Dude, what the fuck? Yo, that's crazy. Someone said sleeper profit boost. We already did those in the previous live stream, but I can show you the best plays on sleeper. Let's see what the best plays are on sleeper. Honestly, probably the best play is Christopher Morel under half of a hit. Honestly, I'd fade Kyle Pitts right here. Kyle Pitts under 42.5 receiving yards. Right? This play is probably the best play. Kyle Pitts under 42.5. If you haven't used the sleeper discounts, they have a couple discounts for tomorrow. Dude, what the fuck, bro? Why is this not updating? Dude, I have no service in my basement. Let's see if there's anything else that's better. I'm just trying to see where is sleeper offering good value. Market's kind of moving away from Jordan Mason, which is a little bit annoying because we're on Jordan Mason to score a touchdown. Right? But anyways, what is the best play? Fade CMC? Nah. I don't know. There's not a ton of value. If you have the profit boost, I would run CMC no touchdown, Yastromeski to not record a hit. I don't know, dude. There's not a ton of value. I'd probably try to save the sleeper discounts. The problem with sleepers, again, they're just such a high juice book that there's oftentimes not a ton of value. Like, they have 61 cents of juice, a 61-cent spread on gallon outs. Compare that to FanDuel that has a 32-cent spread. It's hard to beat books when they're just charging that much juice. But let's see if there's anything else that looks good. What the fuck? Let's see. Let me get rid of owner's box. Jackson Arnold ruined the QB flip parlay. I saw that. Dude, a little beat. Jackson Arnold threw 1 passing touchdown. Anyways, let's see what we have here on rebet. Maybe let's look at rebet, I guess. I don't know. Saying there's no value on rebet, which doesn't seem right. Did I filter out rebet? Yo, give me a sec. Oh, fuck. Why is it filtered out? Odds Jam! Damn, dude. I did not mean to filter out rebet because there's definitely there is some good value on rebet. So here's a kind of interesting play. This is a kind of interesting play, right? You have a crossed market on the Saints-Seahawks game. You can't have the Saints be plus 345 and the Seahawks minus 340. Like, you know for a fact, and that's the reason I love crossed market sports betting, is you know for a... Did they just bump it? No way. What the fuck? No, they didn't. So you know for a fact... Where did Fliff go, though? Anyways, what just happened? Let's see. Let's just go to the game. Sorry, dude. I'm a little disorganized. I just got back from the gym. Okay, so plus 345. I think this is really solid. Plus 345. Obviously, they're a big underdog. But if you take some of the sharper books, right? Like, for example, you take Bet Online. They have, their market is plus 303 minus 380. So they're charging a 77 cent spread. If you de-vig the market, right, remove the vig, pretty simple. All these books make money by charging a spread around fair value, right? They all just add the juice. By Jim, you mean jerking off. Who the fuck said that? Yeah, fuck you, Fauci Banks. Cam Ward under in completions. That was the play I recommended if you weren't able to get in the Geno Smith play. But anyways, if you de-vig Bet Online's market, right? So Bet Online had Saints plus 303, minus 380 for the Seahawks. One of the two bets, right, has to be profitable. Saints plus 345 or Seahawks minus 340. If you de-vig the market, right, the fair line according to Bet Online, granted that's just one sports book, obviously, one data point, but you can kind of do that with every sports book. So like Pinnacle is plus 318, minus 379, de-vig the market, fair values plus 330. We're getting above fair value. We're getting plus 345 on Fliff, so we're getting above what the, true line should be according to these different sharp books. And it's a crossed market. But what else do we have? There have to be some college football bets for tonight, bro. We got to have some Oh, I know the problem. So if you're in a state that doesn't allow college football player props, I think you don't see it on Odds Jam until you switch your state to a state with college football player props. Because, like, FanDuel doesn't have college football player props in Virginia. But we went through this play. I think this play is good for tonight. Fliff, college football. This game starts in 20 minutes. CJ Daniels, under 3.5 receptions. But let me switch this to New Jersey. Dude, there have to be some college football player props. There's no way we're just out of college football value. Maybe we are. Yo, this play, let's check it out. Arch Manning, under 2.5 passing touchdowns. Fliff has the over favored. Every other book has the under favored. That seems decent. This Browns play, I feel like we already have enough money on the fucking Browns, bro. Yo, I gotta support my home team, right? Or my college team, not my home team. So we have Stanford plus 18. This is minus 133. Yo, come on, dude. So this is going to be a rebet play, college football. I'm just going to run it straight up. Let's go. Alex, have you done team picks on underdog? What is team picks on underdogs? Browns, Saints, and Bears, have fun on Sunday. We also have Rams against the Eagles, plus 170, dude. Really good value. Dude, I'm on a lot of underdogs this weekend. And then I think we have Jets like plus 280. Really good value. Really good value, bro. But anyways, so Rebet offers all these alt spreads, right? You can bet like, you know, you can bet all these fucking different types of spreads. So sometimes there's better value and they have better mispricings, or there's higher edge bets in the alternate lines. So the main line is Stanford's a plus 16.5 underdog, but the alt line is better value. Yo, so I played it. This is on Rebet. I just got back from the gym. I'm a little discombobulated, but figured I would gamble. Jets too, Onk. Fuck yeah, we have the Jets. Saints, Jets, bro. Bears, a lot of underdogs. Dude. Browns as well. Browns plus 400. Not horrible. And a lot of you guys will make fun of me. Dude, Micah Parsons, man. Where is the Browns game? Well, you can now arb them. You could just arbitrage bet them. You can get Packers minus 395, so you could just hedge it to guarantee a profit. Same thing with Jets. Oh, shit. The Jets are actually still plus 280, and you could still arbitrage bet that with Stake, who has the Bucks at minus 270, right? You could just arb it if you wanted to. So all these plays had good value, long story short. I'll never bet against my glorious Packers. Any more home run bets? Well, I just put the rest of my fucking FanDuel money. Dude, this is the problem, is I play so many football bets throughout the week that now I have $0 in my account. But anyways, is there anything else we are in love with? Honestly, I kind of fuck with this late night college football. Yeah. It's a little frustrating. I can't do a better slip right now. I already hit my daily limit, you know, which is annoying, but it's just kind of the way it is. So we have San Diego State. Why is this not coming up? Cal versus San Diego State. Where is this? I don't know why these games don't come up. Underdog or pick six? Packers aren't losing to the Browns. I'll take every other plus EV slip. Dude, you got to remember, they are plus 400 underdogs. 4-1 underdogs. If you win 20% of your bets at plus 400, you're breaking even. If you win 25% of your bets at plus 400, you're extremely profitable. Yo, so this alt spread is also very good on Rebet. Dude, I'm just dumping the bankroll on games today and tomorrow. We really need some NFL underdogs to win tomorrow. Dude, it's going to be a Bezos day or it's going to be a fucking bust. If all the favorites win. Honestly, the crazy thing is I'm kind of on the same side as the sportsbooks. Sportsbooks usually want all the underdogs to win because, 90% of people just parlay every favorite together. So they all get absolutely crushed when all the favorites win. But what was I going to say? Someone was asking to see the underdog value. Yeah, we can do an underdog slip. Let's see. Bengals are underdogs. They're not losing tomorrow. Do we like Jefferson over 55.5 yards? Damn, dude. You can get this play on rebet as well. We ran this on Fliff as well as we included it in our sleeper profit boost. And again, I just put all my money on this San Diego. Dude, I just dumped all my money on this San Diego play. But Carson Beck under 1.5 passing touchdowns plus 145 is really good value. Right, circa 30-cent market, plus 125. Like, they're just offering way too much value. And you may say, like, oh, who cares? Who cares what odds Circa's offering? But you have to remember, like, they're telling you through their market what they believe is fair. Every sportsbook works the same fucking way, right? They have models that spit out what the fair line should be, and then they vig or they juice their markets. So Circa's basically telling you through their market, this should fairly be priced at plus 137. You're getting plus 145. So that's a good bet. But what I wanted to do is just do this this play real quickly. I'll give you guys an underdog fantasy play. Did you take Rams on Fliff? I'm on the Rams on Fliff on a parlay with the Jets. I'm on Rams. I'm on the Rams on Fliff on a parlay with the Jets. So, I'm going to give you guys an underdog fantasy play. First play we're going to go with. Not a ton of data points, but Warren's under is heavily favored. We still have some baseball games left tonight. I mean, I feel like I've already faded Harper, but we can fucking fade him again if you guys want to. Bryce Harper under 1.5 bases. Again, on underdog, you take his over or his under. It doesn't matter. That's what's crazy about these books. So you basically just take these DFS apps like Prize Picks, Underdog, compare their lines to sports books. You look for either line discrepancies or spots with really heavy juice. Damn, dude. Kenneth Walker over 2.5 receptions. It would be nice if we were able to do a better slip right now, but whatever. I'm not going to bitch. So I got 2 picks so far. On underdog, but I'm obviously... Oh, shit. Yo, this play is absolutely ridiculous. Honestly, yo, don't even run a 6-man. Don't even run a 6-man. Just run a 3-man. Ja'Cory to not score a touchdown. Pinnacle and Circa are T1 sharp books. Yo, this play is ridiculous on underdog. Merritt to not score a touchdown. Yo, get this locked in. 3-pick entry. Oh, fuck. I was just playing with that. Harper's under. Cash out. Bet it again if you accidentally messed it up. Dude, they shouldn't be allowed to have halftime in this Notre Dame game. Bro, your game was just delayed like 2 hours. Did the Michigan game end? It did. Yeah, Warren is there. You just have to click the drop-down menu. It's very strange, but if you search for Warren, you won't see it. You'll see there's only these picks available. But if you go to NFL and you just like find him, there's literally hundreds of picks on him. So I don't know what underdog is doing, but 3 unders. And again, like, look at this play, dude. Novig, look how much liquidity is on Novig. This is a sharp better. Someone is offering his over at plus 135 for thousands of dollars. Warren is not up. Yo, are you guys able to bet Warren or no? But you can see here, right, circa minus 145 favorite to go under. Underdog for a 3-man, you're getting minus 122, minus 122 juice. You're getting a 6x payout. So that's basically like building a 3-man or a 3-pick parlay on a sports book where every leg is minus 122. You're going to be getting a 6x payout. So Underdog is basically just giving you minus 122 implied odds for any pick in a 3-man, minus 116 implied odds for any pick in a 6-man. The link worked. Yo. Guys, he's definitely fucking available. Just click the link in the chat if you're trying to tail this Warren play. Bro, he's a plus 135. He is being offered at plus 135 to score a touchdown. So he's a big underdog to score a touchdown. And Novig has a lot of liquidity. Again, because these two books right here, Novig and ProfitX, they are amazing for arbitrage because they have no betting limits. But that also makes them pretty hard to EV bet on. Not impossible, but you have to be a little careful, pick your spots. Because because there's no limits, you get like trading firms setting lines on it. In sports betting syndicates, like these fucking nerds with their models, and you don't want to bet against sharp action, right? You want to use it as a source of information to beat soft, easy to beat books like Prize Picks, FanDuel, DraftKings, shit like that. Notre Dame skipped halftime. Did the game actually skip halftime? Dude, we have so many bets open, man. We also need Haynes King under like 80 rushing yards, which looks pretty good. What else do we need? Yo, boys, what are we sweating right now if you've been on these live streams? Did you make a play for the college football boost? Yeah, I did. And hopefully it cashes. Our final pick is this guy to go under like 83 rushing yards, and he has 9 rushing yards with 8 carries at the half. We're sweating Mikolas over 2.5 strikeouts. Yo, so anyways, Underdog hasn't bumped any of these picks, which is crazy. Like, this play is ridiculously high edge. Please get it locked in, if you want to play it. He's a massive favorite. He is a massive favorite to not score a touchdown, which kind of sucks because he's on my fucking team, but it is what it is, right? Literally, it's popping up everywhere. Anyways, I'm running broke on a lot of these sports books, to be honest. Dude, I've just used up all my ammo. I placed so many bets. Maybe Dabble has something. Maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. Yo, what do we think about Dobbins RA's rushing attempts? You can see here, right, this line only available on Dabble. Why I always recommend using multiple books. Jalen Hurts to score a touchdown. Again, that's on Prize Picks, but you could run it on Dabble as well. But this Dobbins play is ridiculously good. Yeah. Okay, so this is what I'm going to run. Give me a sec. Woo! Yo. So the first play I'm going to go with is CMC under in rushing attempts. Dude, what? Here we got it. Okay, so Christian McCaffrey. You guys like fading CMC rushing attempts tomorrow? Under 17.5 rushing attempts. The Dobbins play is ridiculous. Again, minus 122 juice is what they're giving you. So we have Dobbins over 12.5. We also have him to score a touchdown on FanDuel. Yo, so we got 2 picks so far. Dude, I need to keep more money in the sports books. The issue is I just fucking... Yo, when did my other other camera freeze? I did not realize it froze. Anyways, now we should be back. But anyways, my favorite word. Dobbins is a massive favorite to go over, so I'm definitely running that. But I wish this Krosky, they're not bumping it. Plus 125 underdogs. Some of these books only have one-way markets, but what was the final pick I wanted to go with? Let's see. I don't want to run the Hertz play again. So trust me, if you use these betting exchanges as like a data point, a source of information, you're going to make a lot more money. Yo, this play is definitely good. Yo, check this out. Check this out. Soccer prop. Check it out. Brian Gutierrez, under 2.5 shots. This game starts in like an hour. Again, you don't have any books offering two-way markets, but every book has his over at like plus 120. So you know his under's the favorite or more likely outcome. 3-man. Alex Wrong Dobbins. Oh, shit. Bro, FML. It's Dobbins rushing attempts. Give me a sec. He has the same rushing attempt line as his longest rush line. Yo, thank you guys for realizing that. Otherwise, I would not have realized that. And that would have been my second fuck up today. Yo, I changed it. Thank you. Thank you. Who pointed that out? Adam502. Thank you so much. So again, this book's like crazy because I think someone just gave out a play for this. Max Kepler. Dude, thank you. So again, I got limited on Dabble to $10 a slip. Went up too big on it. But what's really interesting, right, is they just like, I mean, I know I've said it before, so I don't want to bore you guys, but I like boring you guys. Is, right, like obviously if you're including these goblins on prize picks, these are supposed to be the easy wins, right? I'm not betting this, to be clear, by the way. I'm just pointing it out, right? If you're including goblins, those are supposed to be the easy wins. So prize picks reduces your payout from 6x to 3.25x. Sometimes you gotta like pick the right spots, but sometimes Dabble just like, I don't know, they just like glitch out and forget to reduce your payout. It literally says they're going to give you a 0.7x payout, but then they just don't do it. And you can see Kepler's a massive favorite to get a hit, minus 195. This is just the Odds Jam Sportsbook screen. Drake May Rush Shield. Thank you. Yo, so someone just said you can replace this with Drake May Rushing Shield. Oh. Drake May rushing attempts. He also had 10 rushing attempts last game. Yo, whoever just gave that out, thank you. Thank you. Yo, what are we sweating right now? What are we sweating right now? Let's see if there's any college football for tonight. I know not everyone can do college football. It's a little annoying. Yo, here's the Chris Boswell play again. Make sure you bet the over. Make sure you bet the over for Chris Boswell. God. Yo, I'm also on the Panthers. I don't know if I mentioned that, but yo, Chase Brown. Unfortunately, I don't think I have any money left in FanDuel. Dude, I don't have any money in my bank account right now. Fuck me. Dude, I need a loan. Anyways, you can see here, right, this is an arbitrage bet, so you have two options. You can just say, like, okay, you know, and 18 hours, I'll make a risk-free profit. I'll bet the over here, under here, and I'll just take my free money. But also, one of these two bets has to be profitable. Novig is a very sharp book. It's very liquid, $1,000 in liquidity. So the value is definitely on the FanDuel side. But let's see. So let me get rid of FanDuel because I'm fucking broke as fuck, bro. I shouldn't have bought that jet. Anyways. But there's some good plays on rebet. Alex, I just joined. What have you done? So many slips. Anyways, Jalen Naylor under 2.5 receptions. That would be very solid, right? Once again, cross market. Actually, this is even better on Onyx odds. This is even better on Onyx odds. Yo, check it out. Yo, let's see if I can get it locked. Actually, you can see Novig just adjusted. So it was probably one of you guys. I'm pointing at the wrong camera. It's probably one of you guys who just arbitrage bet that because it just moved. One of you sharp little motherfuckers. Anyways, I'm going to call it a day for now. I literally need these slips to settle. See you guys. Maybe I'll stream later tonight. We'll see.